A soft, lightweight knit top, and it's got beautiful great cap sleeves. We're gonna show you, I think, a quick presentation of that shortly, but I wanna give you a little sneak peek. Okay, you guys, did you know that Hillary Scott of Lady LaBellum has an exclusive fashion line here at HSN? And I've been one of the hosts that have been able to work with her. She is beautiful on the inside. She brings us a collection that she would wear on the road, that she does wear. Here's a beautiful picture of her. I'm not sure exactly where she's at, but she's wearing her denim, her topper, and the young lady that she's with is wearing one of her maxi dresses. Oh, that's her sister. See? I guess I'm not as big of a fan as I know. Well, I'm not a stalker, is the difference. But Hillary was just here, and she was able to launch some more new pieces. But one of the hottest pieces that she has here at HSN that you've made huge customer picks is her denim line. Her denim is soft, it's prestige, it's premium, and it is an unbelievable value. So there is lots of stretch in this, so soft to the hand, so comfortable. It looks like a classic 5-pocket jean, but it's a mock fly, does have a button closure, but then there's no real pockets. So it's a slip on and slip off. In the back, you do have back pockets though, which has this really kind of nod to her LaBellum line. So you can kind of see this little script on the back pocket, really pretty, lifted and kind of centered so that your tushy looks small. We have it in a couple different colors, and then I want to show you what she's done to make these extra special. So the first color is called Sage. It's a beautiful light mint. We also have it in taupe, which is a soft sand. And then I know we're extremely limited. In fact, I think we have a couple dozen available in the black. So here is your choice in the black. But can I show you, can you come to your television screen? I wanna show you what Hillary did to the bottom of these jeans. So it is a straight leg, full length jean, but she added embellishment. She added embroidery. She added some femininity, some flair, some crystals that have been heat sealed on there so you can still wash them. But she didn't just do it in the front. She also did it in the back. So in the front and in the back, you have this touch of sparkle, this touch of femininity, this beautiful, stunning floral embroidery. And when you order these, you get to order them in sizes extra small through 3X. Again, they are a full-length jean. But one of the things I wanted to, let me give you the inseam. The inseam's 29 inches in the inseam. I wanna go over each color so you can kind of see the detail in this. So in the sage, you have shades of ivory, you have shades of sand, a little bit of taupe, and then these beautiful crystal kind of silver accents, and there it is also in the back. Subtle floral detail, and then I wanna grab the next choice, which I believe, what are we calling that one, Dan? Is that the taupe? Maybe? Taupe, okay. So in the taupe, you can kind of see the difference. So what she did in the taupe is, it's grounded in taupe, but then has peach, has tonal, and then you have the little studs, and a little bit of the sage actually coming through. So again, that's on the front and on the back. She said that she could see her mother wearing these to Mother's Day brunch. The black has the silver charcoal light gray details on the bottom. So it's a good 12 inches of beautiful, stunning